Greetings and salutations, relaxed gamer nation, and welcome back. Hello, I am back. I don't know for how long, but I am back. We are going to start a new series, very short series, I think, like maybe 10 episodes, just to get our feet back in the ocean, if you would. Feet back in the sand and the ocean. I don't know. I don't know. But I've been, as you might have noticed, I've been away for quite a while. Frick. I don't even know when my last video was uploaded. Let me quickly check that. I think it was uploaded, what, a month ago? 2 months ago? I don't know. Let me check. And here we are. Our last video, my last video was uploaded. Ooh, that's a while ago. What does this say? 67 days and 14 hours ago, as of starting this recording. I told you guys in a community post that I am taking a quick break. I took a 67-day break. By the time this drops, it'll be 68 days, 69 days. I don't know. I'm hoping to get it dropped pretty quick, but here is the idea. Now, the reason why I'm going with the 10 episode limit is to basically give me a limit. I got to get as much done in 10 episodes. Now, that means that each episode is probably going to be close to an hour or two. I haven't decided on that yet, but there's a lot to go through. And because I am basically starting fresh, I'm going back to the basics again for my third or fourth time. I don't remember. We are going to show everything except mining. I'm going to cut out mining. That's about it. And maybe long distance travel. I haven't decided yet, but yeah. We're not doing any scenario. What we're doing is a sandbox game. This is the new launcher that I have not used yet. Oops, I didn't want to do that. So here we are. We're going to customize this, and we are going to make it very simple. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is to allow people who are running the console versions of the game, either on Steam Deck, PlayStation 5, Xbox, or whatever, to understand what I'm doing here. Because you know me, I love my mods. I absolutely adore mods. But unfortunately, mods aren't available in those other versions. So what we're doing here is we are going to add 3 mods. We're going to add our build info and build vision stuff. Okay. And just to add some spice, we're going to have assertive in here. The assertive combat systems. I know this is not ideal for non-mod users, but these are very simple mods. I know those who can't use mods, there's no way that they're going to be able to do this. But I like my build info, I like my build vision, and assertive combat systems is okay thing. I could actually cut it out. Let's do that. We'll cut it out. We'll cut out the assertive combat systems just to make it as close to basics as possible, because all I'm putting in here is the build info and build vision, which just gives me additional information on what the blocks do, how the blocks are, and etc. Even those I should probably cut out, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep those, specifically those. I really want to put in the assertive combat systems, but I will keep these just 2 simple mods that basically do nothing to the gameplay. Just makes things a little more simple for me. So we're going to go this. Now, for efficiency and speed sake, I'm going to jack these all the way up. Because it's not fun grinding or what is it, welding forever. And because I don't have my normal build, nanobot build and repair system going on, which I usually have, that's going to be what I do. Now, we're going to put it on unlimited world size. View distance, we'll keep that at 15. Cooldown, sun rotation, block limits, I'm going to turn off. I just don't like block limits. I really dislike them. They're ideal for servers or multiplayer games, but this isn't a multiplayer game or a server. Max saves, I'm going to keep it 5. Max offline broadcast. This doesn't even matter to me. Auto healing fine. Spectator is one of those things for zooming in, panning in, checking things out. It's not a game breaker. It's not a game stopper, and we're not going to use it as a cheat. In-game scripts, because I'm going to be using scripts. We're going to keep the cargo ships in. All of this stuff is going to be left on. We're going to remove progression. Yeah, we'll keep temporary. Enable lightning damage. Okay, that's turned off by default. That's cool. Weather system, fine, I guess. Progression's off. Bounty contracts don't matter. Not going to enable any NPCs. And scrap drops is fine. Okay, so that's my setup here. So you can take a look at this, do a quick look. What I have enabled, what I have disabled. And down here. If you want to play along. Now, I hate progression. It may be more important, more useful in the next update, which we don't know when that's going to come, hopefully soon. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to hit start. We got 2 mods going on. And we're going to skip this part. Okay, so that part's been skipped. Now, for simplicity's sake, I'm going to go back to basics. Basically going down to the Earth-like drop pod. I have no idea where it's going to land me. And we'll set up a faction when we land. I hope this doesn't land me in a stupid spot. Okay, here we go. Okay, right away, I'm not really liking it. Oh, but we're near a lake, so that's good. It's not bad, it's not bad. Parachutes pop, cool. We do not have unlimited speed on. That's another mod that I usually typically run with. Or the mass speed mod, I'm not entirely sure what that is actually called. We're gonna land. Okay. That could have been a better landing. Now, the first thing we're gonna do is make sure we are flat. Unlock. We broke a landing gear, which is great. And here we are. We're at our landing zone. We have a lake, so we have plenty of oxygen capability in making this stuff. Don't know what our other area is like. Ouch. Yeah, I don't know what else we got here. But when we first get in here, it basically comes down to take a look at your area, see what you have, see what you might be able to find. You might be able to zoom up and see Like over there, there's some mineral deposits. I think there's some mineral deposits there. I'm not sure. Maybe right there. Definitely right there, I think. Where's that tree? What do we got? What do we got? Do we have anything? No, we got nothing there. I was failed. So now that we've landed our pod, we're going to basically make sure everything is turned off. We do not want to waste our power with lights. I think that's all the lights we have. It doesn't really matter. They probably draw very little. These are already off. Thanks to my build info on the left-hand side there. It shows the integrity of it. It's not broken, which is great. And when we hold control over it, it says the power's off. So that's not wasting any of your power. So now that we're here, where's our sun? Sun's over there. I don't know if it's going that way or that way. I'm sure we'll find out. Most likely it's going that way. I don't have a time number in here, so yeah. But first things first, let's clear up our bar because we don't need any of this stuff. Not at this moment. And let's go find an area with a decent amount of rock. There's rock in here. And what we're going to do is we're going to right-click drill. Ooh, Jesus. Frick. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to right-click drill until we find stone. It's really loud. Maybe I'll just... Music sound. I'll drop that down quite a significant amount. Still pretty loud. Okay. Let's turn it up a touch more so that I can actually hear a little bit more. Put up to the same level as our music. I really wish I had sneaky sounds, but I don't. So we're just gonna have to deal with it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna right click drill here. I have 45% hydrogen, so let's go check and see if we have a full hydrogen bottle. We do. There's ice in there. We don't really need the oxygen. Sadly, when I turn down the sound, it turns down all the sound, so there's no actual sound going on here. Okay, so we have a hydrogen bottle. We started digging here. Now we're going to keep on digging down here until we find the stone. We can press L to turn our lights on, or whatever your controller key is. Okay, so this stuff right here, this is the rock that we're looking for. So we want as much of this rock as possible. You're going to have to drill out a lot of rock, especially to start, because we want to get at least a temporary base set up. And then after about 2 hours of gameplay, I guess that's what I'm going to aim for here. We're going to look at ending the episode and doing some very minor modifications. Editing modifications in the edit. Okay. Maybe this isn't the best rug. Now, if you hold your interact button while you're doing this, you can mostly grab any stone that pops out. Wow. This kind of sucks. Where the hell? This is good rock, right? crouch. Should be good rock. Now if you have jetpack enabled and have hydrogen available, then you can dig straight down if you really want to. Oh. So I'm gonna keep on chipping away here, and I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so we got our first load of stone. Get out of my way. I'm right-click drilling to get there. Okay, cool. We got our first load of stone. We're going to come around to the back here, and we're just going to go hit our Alt button and our middle mouse button, and that'll drop everything into our cargo containers, if it can be dropped into that. Now, on the pod, we have our survival kit, which is basically what's going to allow us to survive and start a base. Because that's our primary goal right now, is to start a base, give it some power, give it some basic refining capability. Actually, we don't even need basic refining capability, because we're going to be on stone for a while until we find some iron and cobalt and nickel and stuff like that. Because the basic refinery does not refine stone well. It refines it fast, but it only refines at what was the calculation a long time ago, at a 70 or 80% efficiency. So you can get more from a full refinery. You can get the full 100% efficiency from stone. Turn our lights off. And from using the survival kit. Now we're going to go into the survival kit here. You can press what? F should have got in there, right? I can hold press I as well. Whatever. We're going to go to production. Now, we have our survival kit here. The only thing that we can basically refine from the survival kit is ingots. Which, oh, it actually gives you a number of stuff that gets built out of this now, at least that I've noticed. I rarely use these things, or rarely used these since the last update. What was the last update? The signal update. So what we're going to do is going to hold Control Shift. This will turn it into a 100 count, a 1000 count, and we're just going to queue as much up as we want here. Basically, we go back to mining. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go do a whole lot more mining, because we're going to need parts to build a base. And that 6K stone isn't going to give us a lot of stuff to play around with, because we need to build parts. So if we go to production, what we're going to need at the very least is interior plates in order to make interior blocks, because interior walls are more iron efficient to start than steel walls or regular blocks. So you want interior plates and construction components for that. And these use 0.3 per plate and 0.8 per plate, while steel plates use 2.10 per plate. So you can already see that this is using 1.1 per component, component, even though I just said that. While this is going to use pretty much twice that amount. So always start with your interior walls. So I'm going to go back up here. We're going to drill more and get more stone, and that's basically how this goes for the first little while. Is Mine. So I'm going to put a cut in here. I'll be right back when I have a more comfortable amount of supplies in there that we can actually start building with. Okay, so arbitrarily I did about 6 trips back and forth. Now I want to make this mining go faster. This is going to require a few things. One, we're going to need a power source, which will be a wind turbine. We're going to need to elevate that power source. So we're going to need to put it up about 7 blocks. Then we need a piston. We need a small drill, a couple of small drills, and a hinge. Now, the hinge is kind of an optional thing. It allows you to get more worth out of it, out of what you set up. But first, we want to move this over there, which is going to be fun. So we're going to find the atmospheric thrusters. Now, they're grayed out, as you see, because they're hidden. Now, if you want to find hidden stuff in your list, and you do, like, say, Atmo here, and you don't see anything, but you know there's some on there, it's hidden under this little show hidden blocks. So click the little eye icon, and there you go. We're going to bring those back out. We're going to turn them on. Actually, hold on. We want to change it just a bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to grind down one of these. You know what? We need to do something else first. We need to set up a remote control at the very least, and a gyroscope at the very least. So let's hope we have enough stuff for that. Like I said, it was an arbitrary amount of stuff that I made. So hopefully, let's see. Let's go in here. Let's grab a gyroscope. Just put that on the bar, and we're going to need a remote. We'll put that on the bar. I believe that's all we need. Yeah, I believe that's all we need, but we'll see. So, we want to build a small gyroscope. It doesn't matter where you put it. How am I able to make this? Oh, I have some steel plates on me. Okay. So we're going to place a small gyroscope. It's there. And we're going to put a... This needs... What does it need? Interior plates. We're going to build an interior... Oops. It's fine. We need the parts. We'll grab that interior plate and that. And we're going to put on a remote. It doesn't matter where you put it. However, the way you put it matters. So if you put it this way, your front is going to be that way. So what we want to do is we want to put it this way. See this little white box here? That means that's the front. If you put it this way, the front will be backwards. Another thing, you want the arrows to be pointing forwards. And this little cyclical thingamadoop, upwards. So as long as you put it that way, you're good. Now we're going to try and build it, which we can't. Now what we can do is we can hit our right click button, or whatever your button is on your console, on both these two items. Okay. We're going to come over here to this. We're going to hit shift middle mouse button. So it said one component cannot be put into production. What is that one component? I am not sure. Motors. What does a remote control need? Sorry, what does this need? This needs Large steel tube. Okay. So we cannot build the large steel tubes yet. However, we have a few places in which we can acquire some large steel tubes from our survival, or from our ship. Not these. We can grab them from here. We can take one of these off, salvage the large steel tube. I'm going to open up my front a little more so I can actually get in there with my space engineer. So I can actually get in there with my space engineer. Oh, you are not being my friend. Oh, we cannot get a large steel tube off of that. We cannot get a large steel tube off of that. Or these. Or this. Or that. Now, we do not need this. We don't need the timer block. We don't really need the smart cargo container on this. We don't need the beacon on this to start with, so we could actually get rid of that stuff. But there is one... I thought I saw something fall. There's one thing just under the chair that we can get to. And that is... Okay, this is broken, so let's just tear that down. There is a hydrogen engine under here. A hydrogen thruster. That hydrogen thruster should have a large steel tube on it. So you'll have to go into jetpack mode if you can. Try and get to that. Now, that is not working, as you can see. The easiest way to get to it is to tear out the seat. That's not ideal, but that's the easiest way. So we can tear out the seat. Oh, it had stuff in it. Well, it's not just grand. Let's just put away our materials into the blocks. Open this. What do we got? We got a gun. We got that. Oh, we got GPS. Okay, the GPSs are great because this will give us an idea of where we can find a station if you have economy turned on, which I have economy turned on. When you see this, you can be like, okay, cool. Create GPS marker. It will create a temporary GPS marker like that. You have to activate it by double clicking or show on HUD. So now we know there is a station 14 kilometers away, which isn't really that bad. It's going to be hell to get over there on the first thing that we're going to need to build, and that's a rover, but it's not bad. So we tore that out. Let's go back in here. And this has a large steel tube. We don't need this. The only time we need a hydrogen thruster is if we spawned on a body, a planetary body, that does not have an atmosphere, such as a moon. Specifically, the moon around the Earth-like planet. So we'll grab that. We don't need that. Awesome. And that can be put into our gyroscope. And we'll put whatever parts we can in here. Cool. Now, anything that you've built in here, if you have it in your build planner, which is right down here, which was automatically added to when we hit the shift right click. No, when we right clicked on a block, not shift right click, but right clicked on a block. It's right here. So anything that's in there, we can just middle mouse button and it'll tell us it didn't have enough stuff for construction components. However, we were able to get those construction components from something else. So we are, for the most part, flight worthy. We're going to get rid of this landing gear. I'm not sure if that's a great idea, but we're going to get rid of it anyway. And we're just going to add some temporary blocks in there. Now, you cannot put interior blocks on a small grid. So you'll have to use non-interior blocks for that. If you want to look a little bit better, not that it really matters, put the right blocks in there. These only take 1 steel plated piece. It's still expensive in the iron category, but it's better than nothing. No, not out of energy, which was inevitable. Now I would be dying right now if it wasn't for being on an Earth-like planet in a Earth-like atmosphere with Earth-like oxygen. Now, these survival kits are painfully slow when it comes to charging up your batteries, your suit batteries. So you're just going to have to deal with it until you can get something better, which won't be for quite a while. Now, let's get rid of the stuff that we don't need. We do not need this parachute hatch because we're not planning to parachute anywhere. Okay, we do not need this timer block. It's just useless. We do not need this cargo container. Again, useless block. That goes nowhere now. And that goes nowhere now. These are fine. We'll keep them in place. We do not need this beacon. And we'll just put in a couple more. What's block? Oh, landing gear. Okay, just put in. We'll just cover these up. Okay. So we have that. We have remote control. We have thrusters. They are not on yet. We have a gyroscope. That's awesome. This will allow us to tilt and pan and do all that fun stuff and helicopter our way over to there. But we need something else that's very important here. We need a seat. Now, thankfully, in an update not too long ago, I don't entirely remember when, we have these offset seats, which, if I recall correctly, are only 2 blocks wide. Yes. And we can just plop it in there, weld it up, and we're ready to move this thing to a different location. Nice, huh? So, the first thing that we're going to have to do is access the remote control. Now, ideally, I'd rather have a non-passenger seat to do this, but you can just go to the remote control in your K menu here and control it. But we need to turn these on first. So, remote control. Control. Now we have landing gear. So we'll just drop these down here. Unlock. Unlock. Now we can helicopter pilot it. Which is great for just moving short distances, right? But it can be very dangerous. As you can see, I am struggling. So alternatively, you can turn a couple of those thrusters around to be able to control this better, or you just get used to helicopter steering. Me, I am not used to helicopter steering, so I am making things worse. Yeah, this is not looking good. So we're just going to settle down a little bit here. We still have auto lock enabled. Yeah, I am struggling here. Because I am not a helicopter pilot. But we have auto lock, so hopefully we can land this thing and not explode, because that would suck. That's like a restart. Some people can fly helicopter really well. Me, not so much. I just want to get close to this hole. That's it. That's all I want to do. And it's probably taking me more time to try and get closer to that hole because I am badly skilled at helicopter piloting. Okay. Whew. I didn't crash it, so that's good. Now let's turn off our atmospheric thrusters so they don't use any of our power. I just wanted to get a little bit closer so I could transfer stuff quicker back and forth to this. But I also wanted to get closer in order to set up a quick little mining base. These cannot be refined until we start getting into basic refiners. So we're gonna need those. I have those on hand. We might be fine. Let's give it a shot. Give it a try. How do I want to do this? Let's go interior. It's under, what is it under now? Is it under trusses? Yeah, it's under trusses. Which requires steel tubes. We want. Oh wait. There we go. Interior walls. I want to put a few of these down. So I can set up a faster wave drilling. Now, you do not have to support these, but I prefer to support them. More interior plates. Do we have more interior plates? No. So let's just make 20. Give it a try. Also, the Relocating is pretty slow when it comes to assembling parts. Now, I'm just basically creating a 3x3 platform so that I can start setting up a few things. Like I said, you do not have to support. In fact, I don't want to use those for support. So you do not have to support. What I do want to use is... well, actually, let's just use truss block to support. These use steel plates. Steel tubes, okay. That looks a little better. Now, my main primary objective right now, well, primary? Can I say primary? No, it's like more like a secondary objective. So it will make things a little quicker. Is to set up a quick little drill rig. But before we do that, I think I need some more steel tubes. How many steel tubes? I got 2 steel tubes. I want... ooh, I can't make steel tubes. Okay, good to know. So I will want an interior plate set. More interior plates. We should have enough materials for all that. It's fine. Let's do that. We are going to set up a power system here. Uses small steel tubes to start. Small steel tubes. Something we cannot easily make. These we can. Interior plates and construction components. So what I'm doing here is I'm building a tower. And on that tower, we're going to put on a wind turbine. What is the master block for this now? Solar panel, maybe? Now, we can basically leave everything in wireframe mode here for the time being. Doesn't need it anymore. Are we making the things that we need to make? Looks that way. So we have power starting to come online. We need some more motors. All I'm doing is I'm middle mouse buttoning the conveyor port. That's all we need for this. And voila, we have a power. We have power. Yay. Power. Now, I want to get stone coming in a lot faster. The best way to do this is to set up a little drill. So we are going to do just that. 21, 16, we should be fine. I'm out of interior plates. That might be a problem. Good. We're good. We are going to... We're going to bring this up one block. Because pistons don't necessarily like a plane. Going to bring this out. That should be fine. So let's go to piston. That. We want to then hinge. Do this. What are you just going on here? There we go. Now, actually, instead of hinge, we would do a rotor first. Not a regular rotor, but an advanced rotor. Because advanced rotors, you can actually pass stuff through the inventory. Then we're going to get rid of this. We're going to put our character tool of our welder back on here. Going to... you can either go into my build vision here like I have right now, or you can go into an active block, which we have none of. Let's do the active block thing here. Actually, if we get this built up, then we'll have an active block. Right click, right click. Right click. These are going to use a lot of steel plates, which I don't like. And large steel tubes, which I don't care about, because they're not necessary for finishing them. I might have to do some hand mining here, because this is... I might be fine. Might be fine. Middle mouse button. It can't do the large steel tubes, which we are aware of, which is fine. And did I just get stuck? I just got stuck. Okay. Because we don't care about like... Oh, shoot. Pull the one large steel tube out of here. Put it in here. That needs 4. This needs 4. Okay, we can't do that. So we have to go with another plan. This one might actually be easier to do. So we need a hinge. Let's get a hinge. We'll get rid of this. Build this up. This needs large steel tubes. Frick. Okay, this may need large steel tubes, but we can work with that. We can tear down things like this gyroscope, give us a large steel tube, all our engines, because this thing's not going to be going anywhere now. We just wanted to move it into this position. Thankfully, I think I only need to do a few of these. Now, we do not have an active block, so let's put down a control panel. Doesn't matter where we put it, just put it somewhere, fill it up, and now we can go into the hinge. We can add a small hinge head and hinge lock it for now, which brings this fun thing out. This requires 2 large steel tubes. Oh my god. That's fine. We just have no thrusters. Hopefully we don't need any more large steel tubes. Lock off, and we're going to bring this block down. Which you can also do from here by going into the hinge and going into the velocity and taking it down or up to its limit, and then we're just going to hinge lock it again. Now that we've got that, let's use another block. Conveyor. It's a conveyor converter. You do not need to go into this much detail to start. Actually, right now, I could just put a couple of pistons on and drills and then get more rock faster than by hand drilling. And I'll just have to manually pull from the the drills. But the hinge converter helps. Okay, these things are pretty important. Let's put away all our stuff that we can put away. And let's go grab that unknown signal. Hopefully it's not something that's really hard to grab. Try not to hit any trees because you will kill yourself. Or the block, which I almost did. You're right there. Ooh, a zebra helmet, yay! And I'm using jetpack fuel. I want to do that. Okay, so we got free parts. That's why these are a good find at the beginning. Now, a thing about these lights, if you do not take the lights off, you will lose out on those construction components. Let me show you. This one, I'm going to get 2 construction components from. But if I carve this block out, let's look at my inventory. So I have 8 construction components and 9 steel plates. Now, if I carve this out, I should only get 1 steel plate. If I carve this out and then carve that out, I should get 1 steel plate and 2 construction components. But watch. Not get any construction components. So if you're desperate for construction components, make sure you grab those lights before you break the block that they're hooked up to. Why am I pausing it? Because I'm on fast grinding, and I don't want to completely grind it down. Okay, let's see what toys you. Ooh, 5,450 space credits and a better hand drill. Sweet. And a whole bunch of steel plates. The steel plates are very important there. Just grab that. That down, rip these down, grab all the parts you can. Now you could, if you really wanted to, take that battery back. But in order to do that, you need a vehicle to do that. Unless you have a mod that allows you to just hand bomb it, which I do not have enabled. So we're at this point. Okay, let's put down a. It's very pointless. Now let's put down our conveyor converter first. So it doesn't really matter. Then we're going to put down a small cargo container. Now, I don't like using small cargo containers, but this is a case use thing for small cargo containers. I'll tell you what I mean by that. Really? Okay. Oh, I got a lot of stuff in here. can make small steel tubes out of this, right? No. Oh. Bummer. Right. So that's a fail. What has small steel tubes? The landing gear has small steel tubes. Or do they? I don't think they did. I don't think I got any. No, they don't. The antenna, maybe? It has small steel tubes. Or detector. Nope. Sure. Nope. But we don't need it anymore. No control, nope. But again, we don't need it anymore. So I may have done this all badly. I think I put the cart before the horse. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I put the cart before the horse. So let's do cart before the horse. And let's do it because I really hate hand drilling. But we did get a new hand drill out of it, so that's a good thing. But I did put the cart before the horse. Right. Okay, that's not going anywhere. Let's get this set up to actually make those small steel tubes. So in order to get that, you need an assembler. Not an industrial assembler or a basic assembler, but no, sorry, or a regular assembler, but a basic assembler. But these are still pretty expensive. And you got to figure out where you want to put it so that you can actually access the cargo. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it here. This needs a whole bunch of steel plates, which I don't like. There. Does it need the displays? It does. Click. Shift to the mouse button. Should make the things that we need. But we're probably going to have to hand drill some more. Really sucks. Did I actually double queue it? I probably double queued it. Get this up and running. Needs a lot of computers. Almost there. Come on, computers. You can do it. Okay, so we have a basic assembler. Now, I do not think we're going to be able to make anything from this. Let's try and queue up a small steel tube and grab all the ingots from here. Oh, we just have enough power. Right. Wind turbine is putting out 402. The basic assembler takes 280. That's something that we're gonna have to look into as we get around. Now that I put the basic assembler around here and we have a power system, we're going to take apart this. Now, this is a danger zone right now. If we die, we're dead. So we want to get that transferred over as quickly as possible. Now it has a conveyor port on both sides here. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the survival kit go right there. Should have the steel plates. Yes, I do. Okay, cool. So now our survival kit has been transferred over. Awesome. And it's nighttime. So what I'm going to do is get rid of this control panel first off. Let's build this up. Then get rid of this control panel so I don't accidentally collapse the tower. Drop those in there. One item could not. Oh yeah, we can't use scrap yet. We have our oxygen generator here. Let's just top up our hydrogen. We have ice just over there, so I'm not too worried about that. Your mileage may vary. Now these actually have these, at least they used to. Let me look here. Yeah, these have attachment points on the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to brace it there. And we're going to carve this out. Why are we going to carve that out? Because oops. Things like that happen. You just got to roll with the punches. So what I need to do is I need to get that up and running again without dying, because I don't have a battery yet or access to batteries yet. Or I do have access to batteries, but what I mean by that is I don't have the materials in order to mass produce the battery parts. Let's get this up before we make a big mistake. Yeah, there's no attachment point on the top of the survival kit. Just FYI. Even people who have played this game for a long time are like, oh, oops. That's why I just looked at it and watched it fall. I was like, I done goofed up. And I am going to prep a cargo container here. I can't do anything with the cargo container yet because I need stuff. I need specific type of stuff. Like metal grids. Actually, I tore down those what's a who's it's. So I might be able to get one of these going. Yes, I can, but I need small steel tubes and computers. Okay. Shift middle mouse. This will get working. It should have enough power. It's already done. Did I not have the materials for that? There we go. Now we have a cargo container. Yay! And we can get rid of these braces. Awesome. Okay. So I'm going to re-queue up the ingots here. Not much it can do right now. Oh, but I am going to dig a hole. And that's going to take some time. But instead of dropping it off here, I can drop it off here. This will pull it through, pull it into the survival kit. The survival kit will make the ingots. And then this will pull the ingots from wherever the survival kit dumps the ingots. So yeah, I'm going to dig a hole, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I've done a couple of runs to get some more materials, but we need a power storage solution and something that will actually build up our power system so that we don't have to 100% rely on just the turbine giving us power. What we can do with that, how we can do that rather, is by tearing down this thing and using its parts, specifically this battery, to be a power storage solution. Because we can't easily make batteries right yet. We can produce batteries, but it takes a lot of raw resources in order to do so. So instead, we're going to move the battery over here somehow. And that somehow is going to involve ramps. Come on, Jerry Ball. I hate that they put that in there. It's fine, you get used to it, but it's making that interior wall category a little big. Grab some of those, we'll grab some of those, we need to make some more of those. Even if we are keeping it as wireframe. Now what I'm doing here is I'm basically building a way to push a battery up a ramp. Because that's exactly what we need to do. So the transition's fine here. Ooh. And up the ramp, and we have to find a place to hook up this battery, which I think will hook it up right here. Now, how we're going to hook that up is we're going to build a hinge. Hinges are probably the most important thing, the most useful thing that space engineers brought into it. Well, not the most, but one of the most useful things. Going to add a small head. And all we're going to do is velocity up. Hopefully this works. Hook up our hinge lock. we're going to give the batteries somewhere to rest. Doesn't have to be too crazy. We're going to need to use a merge block, a small merge block, actually, a small merge block. We'll do merge block there, and when we get the battery up here, we'll put another merge block down. So we'll just get the stuff ready for that. Now, let us grab this battery. We have to be very careful with the batteries because they have items in it. See that red thing on the bottom right there? Grinds to scrap metal. So we cannot go past, we cannot take it below the computers basically. And the reason why I put merge blocks on here is for that reason. Come on. Okay. We're just pulling off the battery. Oops. That block off. Finally. What is hooked up to it? Oh, yeah. Yep. So we're gonna basically push this battery up this ramp. Try. Oh. Come on. Come on. Get to it. Sadly, there isn't an in-game way to do this. There is a mod called Improvised Engineering, which allows me to basically press R or F on it and move it about. This is not working. So we have to do something else. We got to engineer something else here. Now, what I could do is there's a little bit of a trick that you can do. You can basically grab a battery, toss it on there, make it a counterweight. Unfortunately, that didn't quite work. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep on bringing these out. The edge. And then we'll try the counterweight thing. Might do it. Add more weight to it? Probably. I don't think that's doing anything, though. I want to get in there. That might work. Basically, unless they patch it out, which I doubt that they will, you can use batteries as a counterweight. Because when you put the block on, it automatically has the entire weight of the full finished block. Ooh, okay. Let's just recover these before they disappear. Oh, the whole reason why I did that was to get this on the platform so that I can maneuver it a little better. Come on. Are you kidding me? You should be. Maybe if I crouch. It is being a pain in the butt. And card it. No, no, no. Oh, you. Well, that was not ideal. No, I want you to go up. I really hope that with the next update, They actually integrate some sort of moving things with your hands process. Here, it's on the platform. Yay! Wow. Okay. That only took like a million years. I wonder if this is gonna climb out. I see some things that I can do here. Oh, it did. Sweet. Oh my god. Why did that take so freaking long to figure out or to hook up? Oy. That's fine. It's storing our power. That's all that matters. Oh, I really wish I had that improvised engineering mod. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm gonna cut out a lot of that struggling. Just, it took a long time to sort out. Next thing to sort out is our oxygen generation system. Now, we could actually use this by doing the same thing that we just did, which is not ideal. Or we can wait later. Oh, that's too far. Alternatively, I could just build that onto this. It wouldn't be connected to the base, but I could build it onto that. Yeah. I think that's what I'll do. This has got power. Let's just get that. What do we do? Let's turn sharing or something around. Okay, that should be fine. Let's go to the O2. And we're just going to slap it on here. We really don't care where, because it'll be moving later. But having oxygen generation would be great. We can tear these down, get the parts, tear the rest of this down, and I'm going to tear the rest of this down now. I'll bring you back in a moment. Okay, so it's yucky out. I went ahead and put a detector on here and the antenna on here in hopes that I had some sort of ore within 50 meters, which sadly I don't. So that's unfortunate. But we have our power system on here. We have some oxygen supply. We have power going to this. We have our basic assembler so that we can build more good stuff, more useful stuff, like small steel tubes, large steel tubes. Let's see here. Yeah, small steel tubes, large steel tubes. Metal grids when we find some cobalt, solar panels, medical components. We need silver for that. Yeah, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to... what do I want to do here? Kind of want to boost up our power a bit. Though that is doing decent. It's filling up this battery, which this battery can push out 41 kilowatts. And our survival kit takes 200. No, that's not right. What does... Oh, it has a power of 4,000 kilowatts. Okay. And it's storing... Okay. So this will allow us to do more to our base for a little bit until we can upgrade with some bigger batteries and a better power system. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do some more dig a hole. I'm going to see if we have the materials to do stuff. Now, another nice thing with our... Oh, we have 4 minutes. Where did we get that from? Because the carrying container took 4. Oh, did each one of those thrusters have 2? That might be it. Each one of those thrusters probably had 2 metal grids. Right. So now that we have our basic assembler here, we can actually start making a horse for the cart. Using that saying I did not too long ago. Wait a minute. We already have the cart for the most part. We just need to upgrade it a bit. This won't go directly into this though, but we could fix that. Could we fix that? Can we fix that? Probably. I'll put a hinge here. We got a hinge down there. I put the hinge here. I'm just thinking here. I'm just thinking out loud. Because I could retrofit this little assembly here to become a sort of drilling rig. But do I really want to do that? I have all the necessary equipment to make a longer arm. First things first, let's do some bracing. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do here. That's remote controls. What do I... Oops. I want to steal place, not remote controls. Just to brace that, because I want to hook up a conveyor here. That's braced. It's yellow. Okay. I'll hook up a conveyor there. Well, let's go with one of these. No, let's not go with one of those. Let's just go with the basic conveyor. That there. Then I will have piston come off of this. We go into drills. Piston, hinge, piston, rotor, hinge, piston, rotor, small head, hinge. Yeah, okay. So for the piston, we need some of these. Let's clean up my bar a bit here. Things that I don't need readily available right now. So let's go piston, rotor, hinge, conveyor converter. I'll definitely need a conveyor converter. Drills. Okay. So we're going to do a long piston. We're going to add in an advanced rotor. We're going to rip open the rotor and add a small head to the rotor. Okay. Then we're going to go here. No, let's go with a smaller hinge. So we'll put a conveyor converter in here. On that. And we'll do a small hinge. I can't tell what direction it's facing right now. My power out? No. Okay. Those little hash marks there. How do I describe them? So you see those little I guess you could call them quotation marks or whatever. That denotes that that is a low side of the hinge, so the negative side. Right, okay, we want to put in small conveyor. Let's lock this. Let's lock this. I need more interior plates. Of course I do. Put that there. Then we'll put a pair of drills. And that's basically the drill rig that we're going to be using in order to get way more stone into our system here. Now let me just build these up, and I'll bring you back in a moment. Okay, this is ready to go. Took me a little while to get all the materials for it, but it's good to go right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it up by first, how am I going to do this? We'll just do that. We'll just manually do this stuff for now. So we're going to start this up. Drill on. Drill on. Cool, cool. We don't need to worry about that right now, or the hinge. All we need to do is get this thing to start going forward. It'll get us a whole bunch more stone faster than we can get ourselves. And it has almost a perfect hitbox here. Oh shoot. It's going too fast. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Dang it. So let's make sure you are slowed down here. Let's go into the piston. Let's give it some sort of negative 0.15 velocity. Okay. We need to rebuild that drill. Which sucks. Oh, we might have parts for it. We do. Cool. Did anything else get broken? Now we're going much slower. So hopefully all the drill breaking like that doesn't happen again. Should have enough clearance. But that'll produce some more stone, which will produce more ingots. Survival kit can only hold so much stone. That's as far as that'll go. We'll pull this back. So that just gave me a lot of stone. And saved me a lot of overall time. Instead of manually stone mining it. And just set that up, let it go. And the only thing I need to do is basically extend the piston another bunch. Which I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do. Oh, that was lightning. So we'll just turn these off. Again, this is the Build Vision mod, which you might be able to find on your console mod store. But I'm not entirely sure. Even if you do have a console mod store. So, yeah. You can do this all manually by just going into the control panel and doing the stuff. Or setting up a seat to manipulate the thing, or control seat. But right now, I'm going to make a piston extending thing. So give me a moment. Okay, so I've made this piston extending thingy-madoop. No idea if it's going to work. So we'll figure it out together, I guess. And watch it explode together. You know, stuff like that. So I'm going to disconnect that. Disconnect that. So I basically have 3 pistons here that'll extend it out. They're not connected to anything except these merge blocks. And then I will put a bigger piston on here and then reattach the rotor. I probably didn't have to get rid of the rotor head here. I could have just got rid of the rotor itself. So this doesn't have any power. That's a problem. I should be able to make a small battery at the very least. Production. We want 2 of these for small battery. A lot should be sufficient, my friend. Just need the power in order to move these pistons. Okay, let's move these pistons. We shouldn't go too far, but far enough for, I hope, 2 pistons. I might have to re-figure it out here. Do that. And can we put the rotor on here? Okay, cool. Then we'll queue those up. Okay, that worked. Sweet. Top up our energy. I might put a seat down in order to maybe top this up a little faster. I'm not sure. I haven't tested that out to see if the survival kit actually goes faster than just sitting in the seat. Share inertia tensor, make sure that's on. Same with you, share inertia tensor, make sure that's on. I got that. Okay, now we just have to retract a piston. And attach. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. I'm gonna die. Oh no! Flip. What happened there? I am not entirely sure. First, is it because I didn't have share and there's a tensor on? Let's try this again. It might turn out just as bad. Let's make sure shared nurse tensor is on and rotor lock is on. Okay. Maybe I reversed too far? Possible. Touch. Okay. I know what happened there. The angle of the head. I gotta keep that into... Keep that in mind. This is gonna hurt. So I gotta make sure that I put this on at 180 when I do an extension again. Okay. I'm going to be smart about this. Maybe. We'll see. Let's call it a text panel. So that when I do that again, it doesn't end up as drastic. We're going to put text images, edit text, 180 up. So that I know in the future to make sure that the rotor is 180 up. Otherwise, things will happen. Things will happen badly. It sucks that I lost a couple of drills, but these things happen. Yeah, it got completely twisted around. I didn't stop at 5. Oh no, no, I'm just being dumb. Okay. Now that that's sorted out, let's turn auto lock off. Let's switch lock. That is going to interfere. So let's just mitigate it a little bit, maybe. Forward. Don't know if that's going to interfere. Let's see. Did I angle it up far enough? Don't think so. Is that going to clear enough? It's going too fast. Okay, well, it's cleared. That's good. Oh, maybe it hasn't cleared. Did something get broken? Okay. So 35. Did that get stuck? No, maybe. See if it gets stuck again. Yeah, it's getting stuck down here. Okay, so I need drills high enough to cover my extender. That shouldn't be too hard. Just need a couple of conveyors, a couple extra drills. Sorry, 3 conveyors and a couple extra drills. So the lower limit will be dropped down to 0. Now there will be clearance. Okay, well, that has been time for today. I don't know how far I'm going to chop it down. Like I said, I'm going to try and keep these around 1.5 to 2 hours long. If you don't like that length, then tell me in the comments, and I'll see what I can do. But that's what I got for now. I've been Relax Gamer. This has been Back to Basics again, and I will see you guys in the next one. Now.